Hi friends, this is Subrat here, and this is the 26th video on my Python series, and in this video I am going to cover about Python list data structure. So this is the one of the important data structure in any programming language. So list data structure has been used in every scenario you can find outside. So let us understand deeply about list data structure with different examples. So I have prepared a lot of slides and I have explained a lot of things in list data structure. So I'll be explaining each and individual points regarding list data structure with different variant examples. So let's begin. So at first we need to understand what is a list data structure. So a list is a collection of elements represented within a square brackets. So sometimes we'll get a requirement like you want to group individual elements into a single unit. At that time you can use our list data structure. So let us see some of the characteristics of my list data structure. To create a list data structure I have to represent it with square bracket. I have to use open and close square bracket to represent a list. So in list insertion order is preserved and duplicates are allowed. That means in which order you have inserted the element inside the list, that order only you will get the output, and the duplicate values are also allowed inside the list. And third point, it's saying heterogeneous elements are allowed in list. That means you can store a string, a tuple, a set, dictionary, or a complex data type, any data type, any heterogeneous data type inside a list, it will allow to store you. So, and another point is a list is mutable in nature. We have already seen like string is immutable in nature. Immutable in the sense once we have declared the string we can't change the value inside it. But in case of list, if you have declared a list and later stage you can also change the value inside the list. By using the index position you can change the value inside the list. So let us understand at first how to create a list. So let me show you these examples with my Jupyter notebook. So to create a list I have to define a variable first. Suppose this is my list variable, and for creating a list I have to use open and close parenthesis. So this is my empty list I have created. So whether to check whether this is my list or not, I can check the type of the variable. So here you are seeing that it is of list type. So let's put some value inside my list and let's see how's the output. Suppose I want to store the numbers from 1 to 10, and after storing I can print it. So here you can see it has stored successfully and it is giving me output from 1 to 10. So as you have seen, list is a collection of heterogeneous element. That means I can store different forms of or different types of variable inside my list. Suppose this is my list variable and I can store here. This is my string type. This is my numeric type. Suppose I want to store complex data type 5 plus 6j. Suppose I want to store boolean type. So to store boolean type I have to prefix it with 0 b 1010111010 like this. So in this way also you can store values inside your list variable. So let's print that. Print lst if you are doing, will get the value inside it. So here you can see one thing, it is converting your binary form to your decimal form. So it is interesting thing. So let's see more examples on list type. So creating and working with homogeneous list. So homogeneous list in the sense the variable or the value inside the list all are of same type. That means in first case I have only decimal numbers, but in case of second list I have floating numbers. In case of third list I have string type. So this is the collection of homogeneous elements only. So list can also take the heterogeneous elements. So in this case I have like number, character, floating byte number, complex number. I am collecting all type of variables inside the list. So it is one of the advantage that we can store any kind of element inside our list. List is a robust data structure. That means it is preserving your insertion order, it is allowing your duplicates, and it is storing your heterogeneous element, and it is also mutable in nature. So let us prove how it is mutable in nature. So suppose I have this variable with me and I want to change value inside it. So let's try to do that, whether it is able to change or not. Suppose I want to change. Let's see, at index 5 first the value is present. At index 5 I have value of 6. Let's change that to hello. So after changing, let's print the original variable. Here you can see you have changed the value inside your list. That means it is of mutable in nature. Here you can change the original list. It will give you the updated list here. So list is also a mutable in nature. So list is a robust data structure. That means you can use the list in any situation. So it is giving us lot of advantages for using list. So another example, we will see how to access element inside the list. List, we can say it is an iterable. That means we can iterate over a list by using its index values. So I can iterate over like this. Suppose I want to get the values. Suppose I want to index of 6. I can use the index position and I can get the value. I can also use a for loop to iterate over a list. For I in my variable name, I can print I. So here it will give me each and individual element. So another way of writing a for loop will be for I in range of length of my list variable, and I will print the list variable and the index I. So in this way also I can iterate over my list. So here you are also seeing that I have written some examples how to iterate or how to access the list element. So friends, this is all about how to create a list and how to access element inside your list. So I'll explain deeply about more concepts regarding the list data structure in next tutorial. So thank you.